Peace, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all week is going fine. Why? Because you can't change the past, but you can change the future. All right, so today's video, we're going to be bleeding the rack and pinion. If you hadn't watched the last few videos, go back and watch them. You missed a lot of great info. That's if you're trying to drop your subframe or if you're trying to change the rack and pinion. So as you haven't seen, I got the rack and pinion back installed on the subframe, and I got it actually installed back in the car. So now what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to bleed the air out of the hydraulic system. The rack and pinion works on hydraulics. So if you get any air in the system while you're changing it, then when you go to try and drive your vehicle and you don't bleed it, then it's not going to work correctly. It's going to be very hard to turn, and you could possibly risk damaging something else. So this is a very important process. So let's get to the meat of this video. First thing you want to do, this 10 millimeter bolt right here, it holds the coolant container in. In order to have access to all these other hoses, you want to take this out. It's going to be much easier. It's not too hard. This is just one bolt that holds it in. So we're going to put gloves on. As you can see, I already have some of this undone because, like I said, I don't want to make this video too long. We're just going to sit that right there out of the way. And what I like to do, I like to go ahead and screw my bolts back in where they were because I don't want to lose anything. So now, next thing you want to do, you can see I already have it disconnected. There's some fluid already dripping out. So this line right here is the high pressure line. You want to leave that one connected. This line that goes right here, which is this one, I already have it disconnected, but you want to go ahead and disconnect it. That's the return line. So that's pretty simple. Only thing you need is some pair of channel locks, and you're gonna want to squeeze this little I don't know what you call this, squeeze connector, or I don't know the correct term, but so what you want to do is you want to squeeze it. This is only for demonstration. You don't want to take this hose off. Let me be clear. You don't want to take this hose off. This is only for demonstration. But you want to squeeze those together, and then you want to push it back down the hose because it keeps the hose tight around there so it doesn't fall off. So you want to take that off. Now what you want to do, excuse me. Now what you want to do is you want to take that hose off. You need to get you some of these little plugs right here. These are the plugs. It's open on this end, but on this end it's closed. So you want to plug that hole just like that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go another step further. I'm actually going to put this around it. I'm going to zip tie it so it doesn't come off. You probably wonder why I'm doing this like this, because I'm doing it by myself. So I don't have someone here else helping me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it like this. So that stops it from sliding off. And this is so your coolant won't go everywhere. Your power steering fluid won't go everywhere. All right, so now the next step is that same hose. Let me cut that out of the way. So you can maybe see a little bit better. Okay. So the same hose that you just took off, you want to add an additional hose onto this. Now some people, they go get a adapter where you can connect it and all of that. I didn't want to go buy that, you know, so I had some old extra rubber hose I had laying around, it's actually 5/16. The hose is, this hose is 5/16. Let me move the camera over so you can see it. So this hose right here is 5/16. And you can see what I did was, basically all I did was I just inserted it right inside of this return line. The return line was originally right here. So I had this extra hose laying around, and I pushed it inside of here pretty easily, and I just put a zip tie on it. See? So, and I have that hose coming all the way around, and it's right in that, going right in that bucket right there. So now I did that way because, like I said, I'm doing this by myself. So I made a little sling to where I have it tied to the bucket and I have it tied to the hose. So to be sure that once I started pumping it out, it's not going to be flying everywhere. So it's going to stay pretty much right in place right there. And if I wanted to, I probably can make it a little bit tighter too, you know, which is what I might do. So it doesn't move. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go back up here. We're going to add some fluid in there. If you don't know the Toyotas, certain brands, check your manual. You know, some brands, they use automatic transmission fluid. So this is going to be Dexron 3 or Mercon. You want to fill it all the way up. Uh-oh, too much. It's going to go down once I start turning the wheels. That's fine. So, okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do, you can see I just put the fluid in. I'm going to get inside the car. I'm going to turn the ignition, and I'm going to have it to where you can see the fluid coming out. I may need to bring this bucket out just a little bit to allow those lug nuts to turn so it won't hit the bucket. All right, so now we're ready to get in the car, and now while you're doing this, you want to be able to watch the you want to be able to watch the fluid, because you do not want to let it get low. I gotta check this every so often because I don't want this to run low. I'm going to put some more in it because I can't see it on the top, so I'm going to put some more in there just in case. looking good. And it's starting to drip out. You can see it dripping out now. All right, that's good. This other bucket over here. Now you'll be able to see this. The fluid is going to be, it's brown right now, but soon it's going to be coming out red. All that brown fluid. Like I said, you want to watch this because you don't want it to all your fluid to run out of the reservoir. Now it's starting to be some little bit of red in there. Yeah, now it's red. It's good. I'm gonna try it just a few more times and that'll be it. Well, let me open this other bottle. Yeah, that fluid is red. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But this is gonna be the last time. You gotta keep filling it up because you don't want air to get in it. Now, I'm just gonna straighten the wheels back up and put I'm gonna fill it back up real quick. Also too, while it's I'm gonna leave that cap off just to let any of those air bubbles come out of the top. Okay, so now that's awesome. So let's bring this back over here. We're gonna finish this video up. Okay, so now, I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna reconnect it. I'm gonna reconnect the return line right back on there. Let me get something to cut that with. Get the razor. Kind of didn't want to use a razor in this really tight place, but there we go. Now I'm going to take this back off. So I got to use a razor again. Really didn't want to do that because it makes a mess. Get those little air bubbles that are in there and get all out. Okay, so now what you want to do, we're ready to reconnect this line back on here. Again, I got to do this fast because it's going to want to run out on you. So you need to have your hose in place, ready to slide back on there. One, two. There we go. Just like that. Now we'll close this back up and we'll slide that hose clamp right back up in its place. Kind of gotta rock these things back and forth to get them where you want it. There she goes. Probably pretty soon, it's probably gonna be best that I change these hoses out anyway, because like I said, these hoses have been on the car for more than 10 years. So it'd be very good practice to change those hoses out. All right, so that's it. So let's put this coolant back on. Right there. Put this 10mm bolt back in. in this video up here. Didn't really want to make it that long, but it turned out to be that long, so that's fine. So I thank y'all for watching my videos. If you haven't, leave a comment. You know, I'm curious to see what you guys got to say about the videos. You know, if they're helpful. You know, let me know. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. You know, I got, I think, roughly like 80 subscribers right now. I thank y'all for the ones who have been watching and who have been subscribing. You know, but for the new people, you know, let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see. Go ahead and hit the like button too. You know, we'll see y'all next time on the next video. Just remember, you can't change the past, but you can change the future. Peace.